Welcome back to my spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the tumultuous saga unfolding in the lives of the Forrester family and their entangled relationships that have reached a breaking point. The corporate victory overshadowed by personal chaos. Steffi Forrester has finally achieved what generations of her family have fought for, reclaiming complete control of Forrester Creations, the fashion empire that defines their legacy. The boardroom victory should be her crowning achievement, a moment to savor the fruits of strategic business maneuvering. The company's design lines are thriving, international expansion is underway, and the Forrester name once again reigns supreme in the fashion world. However, this professional triumph stands in stark contrast to the crumbling foundations of her personal life. The elegant facade Steffi maintains in public barely conceals the nightmarish reality she faces behind closed doors. The revelation that has shattered her world goes beyond typical family drama. It's a bombshell with potentially deadly implications. The shocking family connection. The discovery that Luna Nozawa, a woman who nearly ended Steffi's life, is biologically connected to her husband Finn has devastated any sense of security Steffi had rebuilt. This isn't merely an uncomfortable family connection, it's a threat to her very existence. Just months prior, Luna had meticulously planned what would have been her third murder, with Steffi as the intended victim. The harrowing memory of being imprisoned in a cage, awaiting death as demolition crews prepared to level the building, continues to haunt Steffi's dreams. Had Finn not traced her location in those final desperate moments, she would have become another statistic in Luna's growing list of victims. The trauma of nearly dying at Luna's hands had only begun to heal when this biological bombshell exploded their lives. The tangled web of biological revelations. The revelation of Finn's paternity came as a shock to everyone involved. 18 years ago, during a vulnerable period in his youth, Finn had a brief relationship with his adoptive aunt, Poppy Nozawa, a secret liaison that produced Luna. Poppy, determined to protect both her daughter and her family's reputation, buried this truth beneath layers of deception. The failed cover-up. As with all secrets in their world, the truth eventually surfaced with devastating consequences. Poppy's elaborate web of lies unraveled spectacularly, leaving everyone connected to feel betrayed and manipulated. Steffi, ever the supportive spouse, attempted to process this information with maturity and composure. She tried to compartmentalize her feelings, focusing on supporting Finn through his identity crisis while taking solace in the belief that Luna remained safely behind bars. This fragile emotional equilibrium was shattered upon learning that Luna wasn't incarcerated at all. Through Bill Spencer's influential connections and questionable ethics, Luna had secured house arrest instead of prison time, eventually receiving a full pardon through channels that reeked of corruption and backroom deals. A dangerous woman without options. Luna's freedom has come with significant limitations. Her reputation as a double murderer has made her a pariah in their social circles, with doors closing in her face at every turn. Steffi, prioritizing her family's safety, has issued a stern warning for Luna to maintain distance from Finn. Poppy, devastated by her daughter's murderous actions, has severed their relationship entirely. Even Bill Spencer, whose intervention secured her freedom, has ultimately washed his hands of her, evicting her from his property. The dangerous alliance. With nowhere else to turn, Luna has made perhaps the most alarming choice possible, seeking connection with her grandmother, Sheila Carter Sharp. This meeting at Il Giardino wasn't a coincidental encounter, but a calculated move by Luna to forge an alliance with the one person whose moral compass is as broken as her own. The parallels between grandmother and granddaughter are chilling. Sheila's body count exceeds Luna's, but both women share a disturbing ability to justify their actions through twisted logic and manipulation. Their initial conversation required Luna's persuasion, but once Sheila embraced the biological connection, her enthusiasm became palpable. The prospect of having a granddaughter who understands her darkest impulses has awakened something dangerous in Sheila. Steffi's escalating nightmare. Before Luna's arrival in their lives, Steffi's greatest fear was Sheila, Finn's biological mother, whose violent history included multiple attempts on both their lives. Steffi had established a non-negotiable boundary in their marriage. Finn must completely excise Sheila from their lives if they were to have any chance at happiness. Reluctantly, he complied with this ultimatum, and they had managed to construct a semblance of normalcy. The perfect storm. Now Steffi faces a terrifying new reality: two deadly women, bound by blood and possibly united in purpose, circling her family. Both Sheila and Luna have demonstrated their capacity for violence, their disregard for human life, and their obsession with Finn. The prospect of them collaborating sends shivers down Steffi's spine. The warnings from her parents, Ridge and Taylor, echo in her mind constantly. They've witnessed Sheila's destruction firsthand over decades and recognized the same dangerous patterns in Luna. Their concern for their daughter's safety has reached fever pitch, and Steffi can no longer dismiss their fears as overprotective paranoia. The breaking point. As whispers reach Steffi about Luna and Sheila's growing relationship, the pressure becomes unbearable. Each passing day brings increased anxiety, each unexpected sound in her home causes her heart to race, and the responsibility of protecting her children from this threat consumes her every thought. In a decision born of maternal instinct and self-preservation, Steffi will reach her breaking point. The weight of constant vigilance, the strain on her marriage, and the unrelenting fear will force her hand. For the safety of her children and her own sanity, Steffi will pack their essentials and flee Los Angeles, seeking refuge far from the toxic web of relationships threatening to ensnare them all. The question remains: where will Steffi seek sanctuary this time? Will she return to Paris, where she once found peace? Perhaps her family's property in Big Bear? Or will she forge a completely new path, disappearing where neither Sheila nor Luna could possibly find her? What do you think awaits Steffi as she makes this desperate move to protect her family?